We know there are many choices in internet radio, and the staff and host of LA Talk Live would like to thank you for choosing the internet's hottest destination for the most eclectic sound and invigorating talk. This is LA Talk Live. We are more than just talk.
I never knew there was a place to go where my spirit's thirst is quenched. Hold on to yourself, I'm hearing.
So good afternoon and welcome to Sisters at the Well Radio. I am happy to see you today, and I'm happy that you're listening today. Tune in on the internet and iTunes and streaming live on the web, World Wide Web. I'm Barbara Perkins. I'm your lead host for Sisters at the Well, and it's always a pleasure right here on Sunday afternoon to see you and have you join us. Today, I am just really over the moon excited about what we're about to do. This is a celebration today, so we'll start the celebration with a big clap. Woo! Woo! And what we're clapping about is it's the 10th anniversary of Sisters at the Well, the organization.
Congratulations.
And I just can't believe the time has gone by this fast.
Mm-hmm.
So today is an exciting show. I have a studio full of wonderful, beautiful, bright, smart, loving, energetic women. All my sisters at the well.
Right, sister love.
Yeah. So today, ladies and gentlemen, call someone. Call someone, tell them to join us. Tweet, Facebook, just share that today is the day to talk about wonderful things that Black women are doing around the country, but certainly here in the state of California. So let's get started. My special guest today, I'm going to start with the lady closest to me, who is Dwan Smith-Fortier.
Hi.
Hey, Miss Dwan.
How are you?
Dwan is a co-host here at Sisters at the Well Radio. She comes on about once a month, once every 5 or 6 weeks or so, and she had an amazing show 2 weeks ago, so hopefully some of you tuned into that. So listen out for Dwan. She's also an actress and one of the honorees this year, which you'll hear all about in just a few moments. Dwan, welcome.
Thank you so much. It feels very different sitting here as a guest rather than over there. Well, it's a lot less work.
That's all right. You'll get your chance. We'll rotate chairs.
Thank you, and congratulations. I'm excited, too, because I've been a part of it since the inception, I think.
Yeah, you have.
That marks 10 years for being a part of something so wonderful, and I've watched you grow, and it's just
okay,
amazing.
so we're not going to talk about me. We're going to talk about y'all. It's about y'all today. So next up is Angela Reddock, an
Good
attorney.
afternoon. Thank you.
An opinion leader, an activist, just someone who I absolutely admire. And I'm just really loving that you're here in the studio, but I'm also really loving that we can honor you here this year at the
Thank you
WC
so much.
Awards.
I'm so honored. I really am. Thank
Okay,
you.
and then we have some other little fun stuff we're going to talk about with you, I think,
Okay.
today, right?
I didn't get a warning.
Well, I don't know if you know it, but this is like The View on radio.
Okay.
I read about that.
So
yeah.
anything might come up.
Anything goes. Uh-oh.
And then next we have Kim Freeman, who is also someone who I just love. I met Kim maybe about 11 years ago? Mm-hmm. Yeah. When Kim came in, she represents Southern California Gas Company as the Director of Community Relations. But she is just a sister from the heart. That's it,
Amen to that.
Thank you.
And I love having you here, Kim.
Thank you.
And I really, really love that the gas company has been a partner with Sisters at the Well since the very beginning.
Yes.
So thank you. A lot of that has to do with you and your big, juicy heart. So thank you for being here.
I'm glad to be here.
Okay. And then down on the end over there is Miss Monique.
Hello.
Miss Monique
Hello.
Earl,
Yes, ma'am.
who is by title a public administrator.
That's right.
She is a wife and a mother of some amazing children.
That's right.
A little lady who is really, truly a little lady.
Absolutely.
But more importantly, she is one of the leaders in our nation.
Thank you.
And I say that sincerely because not only is she leading Los Angeles in finance and the Office of Finance for the City of Los Angeles, but she's got this footprint happening in Washington, D.C. And getting ready for a big
Haven't heard
trip.
about that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm telling all the secrets today. So she has this footprint that, I think is going to just really make us all very proud. So I'm just really cheering you on. We met 11 years ago when you were in the first class, the inaugural class
Of Law Pod.
for the Los Angeles African American Women Public Policy Institute.
Absolutely.
Wow.
Which Angela, by the way, is chaired for 10 years.
Yes. Right.
And I'm
Chair emeritus.
I know. I love it.
Chair emeritus.
I know. And she's happy to be out of that role,
That's
but for
right.
10
10
amazing
years.
years.
Wow.
So this is a double celebration with the 10-year mark, right?
Yes.
But Monique was in the first class,
Yes.
and we met then, and
Yeah.
I am just loving our relationship on a
Yes.
personal level, but just watching you grow and develop and really set the mark, for other young women to follow. So thank you for being
No,
on the
thank you.
show.
It's almost surreal to be here and to sit with Barbara. I just met Dewan, but Angela and Kim, who I've considered mentors, and someone at one point had the audacity to say, "They're your peers. They're the same age. How can they be your mentors?" Well, they
Oh.
have good sense. And they have accomplished so much, and I look to them
Yeah.
as my mentors, but as my friends as well. And definitely, I thank you, Barbara, for all you've done.
Well, thank you. So this is the lineup today. Let me tell you, this is going to be a fast hour because with this much beauty and brains in one space, we're going to have to pull numbers to talk. But I think we can do it. We're going to take our first break of the day, and then when we come back, we're going to jump right into the depth of the conversation, which is all about Sisters at the Well and what it means to us. And this 10-year journey that we've been on. Okay, so we're going to take a little break and then come right back. Okay.
Why do I love you so strong, like a bead of honey? All wrong, but I can't helping myself, tasting your taste in tiny sips. Baby, you're like sugar on my lips. All through the summer we were so bad, and when it got hotter, so glad. Should've known I couldn't resist, couldn't stop with just one kiss. Baby, you're like sugar on my lips. You've got that wicked little smile, and you smell so sweet. I feel those muscles in your arms, they knock me off my feet. When we're close and the room is dark, kiss me, baby, drive me crazy. I like this part.
So welcome back. We are here live at LA Talk Live Studios in Los Angeles, California. I'm Barbara Perkins, and this is Sisters at the Well Radio, a conversation with women about women. And I got some great women in the studio with me today, and that deserves a toast.
Here, here.
Cheers. Cheers. This is our 10th anniversary.
Wow.
Should we click our glasses?
Yes.
I think we're supposed to click,
Absolutely.
right? Click, click.
Cheers.
Click down there.
And here's to 10 more plus.
Yes,
Right.
absolutely.
I'll drink to that. One more. So, ladies, let's just get right into the conversation. I'm going to start with Angela.
Oh boy.
Angela.
I thought we were going to
I
go in
know,
number
you see,
order here.
It's tricky here. It's tricky. Angela, tell me your relationship with Sisters at the Well and when you met us.
Well, it's interesting you would ask that question because I'm thinking back. I'm like, when exactly was the first time? And I think the first time I met you, Barbara, you were running for city council. And it was, I met you right here in Westchester, actually. I think there is a Westchester Women's Club or something like
my.
that.
Okay.
And I just remember, we didn't get to know each other at that time, but you had this little bob haircut. I remember. Do you remember that? Like this really nice bob. And that had to be in the early 2000s, I would like to say.
Okay, yeah, I
So
think I
that's when you
ran
first were on my radar.
Okay.
And that I was like, who is that woman? And I was new to kind of getting involved in LA politics and community and so forth. But the first memory I have of Sisters at the Well, and correct me if I'm wrong, I think, did you kick it off when you had this video? You'd done this video,
Oh, I
like
did the
interviewing
screening?
women. Yeah, interviewing women on relationships, I believe. And I remember being an event at your home. And it was a lot of great women that
the
I've now come to
25
know.
most influential women
Yeah,
of Los
so-
Angeles.
Right. And I
Yeah,
think that was
wow.
Sisters at the
It
Well.
was.
And that's my
I
first
forgot about that one.
my first recollection of kind of really putting in the radar. And then, of course, when you started to do the We See You Awards. But
Okay.
I just applaud you and thank you for the sisterhood you've built through Sisters at the Well, and just constantly reminding us that we are our sister's keeper. And it's through this event and through the work that you do that we have a constant reminder of the importance of that in the busyness of all of our
yeah.
lives. So thank you.
You're welcome. And great memory, because I forgot about that event that we did.
Give
That
me a
was
minute. I could
wonderful.
probably think of some other things too. So.
Okay, and Kim?
Well, I don't have as vivid a memory as Angela. I wish. But I think I first met you through one of my mentors at the gas company who asked, or actually shared with me, that I needed to know you. And so she put us in touch with one another, and just our relationship sprang forth from that initial meeting. And we started meeting once a month
I know.
for lunch.
It was lovely.
It was great, and just
Yeah.
sharing and talking. And so, Monique, you mentioned mentors, and Barbara's definitely one of mine. So out of that relationship, professionally, I decided that supporting Sisters at the Well really made sense for the gas company because we're really in the business of growing leaders and trying to help sustain our communities in Southern California. As one of the largest companies and largest employers here in Southern California. So I knew there was a fit immediately when you started talking about your vision. And to have seen the organization grow like it has over the last 10 years is really amazing. So
Thank you.
congratulations.
Thank you. And I had the funniest thing happen this week. We were at the Skirball Cultural Center, which is where our award show is, and planning. And Jocelyn Tatel, one of the VPs there, came over and she said, "Oh God, you've been here for 10 years and this is so wonderful." She said, "Let me ask you now, do you know Kim Freeman?" And I said, "Yes, I introduced you to Kim Freeman."
Oh, how soon we forget.
It was so funny. I mean, she was like, "Do you know? Because you have to have Kim Freeman here." And I said, "Yeah, because that's where Kim and I used to have our meetings.
That's
We
right.
used to meet once a month there." And Jocelyn came over and I said, "Oh, you have to meet Kim." Well, certainly 10 years now. And she said, "Barbara, you have to meet Kim Freeman." Thank you, Jocelyn. I do know her. But it was cute. It was really cute. And that's a testament to you and how people think about you
Thank you. Sure.
as well. So thank you. Miss Monique.
Yes. Well, as you mentioned, I met you initially through Law Pi, but I think it was at the Law Pi graduation where one of the books we received was Authority Overrides
Oh,
Power.
Mm-hmm.
And this small little book with scriptures and quotes, but very succinct. It wasn't overwhelming. it was, I mean, but packed a punch. And as I continued to read, it just spoke to me. The quotes, the scriptures, everything spoke to me. And I remember having a connection with you from reading that book, and then going to one of the Sisters at the Well events at the Skirball. And I believe this one was regarding telling your story.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Do you remember that?
I remember that.
And a woman was there, and she spoke about rituals, I believe. And there were some rituals in the family that dealt when young girls get their first taste of womanhood.
Yes, that was Dr. Lula Bolton.
Yes.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
that inspired me so much. I began journaling for my son. At the time, I think my son was probably about 5 years old, and I started a journal for him, and just writing down little events. And it wasn't something that was such a commitment that I couldn't handle it. It's just every now and then, when I felt like it, over the years. And when he just turned 19, I handed him
Wow.
that
Oh,
Yes.
wow.
Right. And my plan was to give it to him when he was 18, but he wasn't ready. But when he was 19, I sensed that he was ready. And I was
Okay.
able to do that, but it was inspired by your event. So.
That's
Wow.
wonderful. And
That
that
is.
that
Very
event
nice.
was part of our Sister Speak series, where once a quarter we picked a theme and we had women come and talk about that subject. So this was from memory to manuscript.
Yes.
And we wanted to get women to really spend time with themselves by journaling. And I remember we gave out a journal to everyone, and we said, before you leave here, you have to start your journal, start your story, start to tell your story. That's a good memory.
Yeah, that's
that was
awesome.
fun.
Thanks, Monique. And Miss Dwan,
Yes.
so I saved you for last because
I'm the oldest.
I saved you for last because you're the oldest. That's exactly right. That's exactly right. So your Sisters at the Well experience.
Oh my goodness. I am so honored to be here. I'm looking at all these young women. I mean, really young women. And to hear the experience and to see how Sisters at the Well has influenced their lives and their development is amazing to me. I don't think I can remember a time when I didn't know Sisters at the Well.
Wow.
No.
And I think I have a really privileged situation to be able to know Barbara as a friend first, to know her and her family, and she knows mine and the kids and all the stuff that we go through, and then to see her talk about her dream and to make it manifest. And I just want to say for the record, what you see up front is only an inkling of what happens behind the stages, because she works so hard to make this. I don't know when she sleeps. I just
sleep.
know that she wakes up at 4 or 5 o'clock some
Yeah.
hour in the morning. She doesn't watch TV. She works. And I have been so inspired. And so my memories come from what time are you coming over? When can you be here? Have you read through the script yet? Can we do this? Can we do that? And just seeing how sincere you really are and how deeply your heart goes is just so amazing to me. And I'm so excited to be a part of it. Thank you.
You
Thank
are
you for making
so
my life
welcome.
so full.
Thank you.
I call her fearless leader.
When I met Dwan, I met Dwan when I first moved to California. Our husbands worked together. Her husband is a fireman as well. And we met, she was on General Hospital. Well, of course I watched the soap opera. Don't tell anybody. Every now and then I still watch the soap opera.
Right.
But that was the thing that me and my mother shared together.
Wow.
And so Dwan was on the soap operas. And then, of course, I found out that she was, the commercial queen of California. She had a million commercials, let me say that, and so many other things. And then Sparkle, the original Sparkle.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, that was
Oh
Dwan.
my goodness. I'm sitting here like,
Right.
I know her.
Among many other
amazing.
things, Mrs. California and all this good stuff. But what really drew us closer was our family lives.
Yes.
Because our children went to kindergarten together. Her kids are a little bit older than mine, but Andre, I remember going to his kindergarten graduation.
Oh, wow. You went to
I remember when you threw
Yes.
his bottle out of the window. no more bottles for you. And, I mean, this is, so it goes back to that. So, of course, when I had this idea about really, and it wasn't an idea that was, let's start an organization called Sisters at the Well. It wasn't that. Here's what it was. Growing up in the Bahamas, I went to the well every morning to get my water. And it was at the well where the women gathered every morning. And as they gathered every morning, they talked about everything. The women did. The girls didn't. We couldn't talk. So we learned how to communicate with each other through our gestures, the way we look at each other, our little whispers behind their backs. But this is because you got to the well and it was before school. So it was about the business of getting your water. Well, we played. We did. And we traded comic books, which was like contraband. And so we learned how to do all of that stuff. But it was at that well every day where my life lessons really became real, where you learn how to be with another woman. We had unspoken rules. You could not give another sister your back. So you always stood in a circle around the well. And you always was somewhat to the side so that you could see the sister behind you as well as the sister in front of you. You couldn't speak when the old people were speaking. Well, the seasoned women, they're not old because I'm that age now.
Watch yourself.
So they're seasoned. But you couldn't speak, and you had to just, if someone came to get water and it was your turn, but it was an older person, you knew you had to let them go. So you could be at the well for 2 hours, So it was all of those lessons that came to me. So in 2001, 2002, I really began to long for the feeling of the well. So what does that feel like to be in the company of other women who, care about you, who would have your back, who would watch out for you, who would hear what you're thinking about? And I said, where is that? Well, California is so different. And when I moved here from New York, people say New York is cold, but California felt very isolated to me. And I said to my husband, I said, I don't know how I'm going to last because this feels really superficial. It felt like everybody was just really above the neckline. And I couldn't feel the hearts of folks. So it was sharing that with you, Dwan, and a few other women. I only knew maybe 4 or 5 black women because I also lived in Sylmar, if you know where that is.
Yes.
In 1984, when I moved here in Sylmar, they were going, I'm not joking, she lived there. They were going to the store on horses. I couldn't figure out how a black man was living in this little town. Which turned out to be a sweet little space. But I thought, why would you be out here? Well, it turns out, Angela, that he moved there because his house was $34,000.
Okay.
It was affordable. And he lived at, the foot of a hill, and it was a beautiful home, and he paid $34,000. So he said, that's where I'm moving.
That's right.
So that's the idea. That's where it came from. And it was just sort of coming together with this notion of building community and saying, let's call some women together. Let's see if they would come. And let's have no agenda other than to be with each other and to say to each other, I care about what you're doing. What are you doing? But I won't know unless you tell me.
Right.
You have to tell me. And this is a space where you can come and be supported and get stories that mirror your stories. So I thank you all for just being a part of that, because it really isn't about what I created. It's about what was created as a team and as a group and a community. And now it's a village of about 700 women.
Oh, awesome.
Yeah.
That's
There's
amazing.
about 700 women in our database that have either been at one or two, but many. There's some women that have been at every single event that we've
That's
done.
me.
And your mother,
Yes.
Kim's mom, I so love your mother. And, one of the first women to have the mother-daughter experience at Sisters at the Well. How's your mom doing?
She's well. She's watching. So hi, mother.
She tuned in herself.
Well, I think my sister helped her tune in.
And you've had some very exciting events. They've been unique and different. They've not been the same every year.
Right.
And they've grown from just the gatherings and talking, to red carpet event. There were
Oh,
dinners.
yeah. We
You
in
had the-
Hollywood, we have to
Yeah.
do some of that.
Yes. And you had the wonderful banquets at first, the dinners.
Yeah.
And then it transitioned into just being an awards show.
Yeah.
And it's been amazing. Juanita's Cakes, sitting in the
Oh
middle of
my
the
goodness,
table.
we were supposed to have Juanita's Cakes today, but I didn't go pick up the cake. But speaking of other events, we had the Sisters Speak series. We had some amazing book signings with
Yes.
authors like Terry McMillan, Iyanla Van Zandt, Susan
yes.
Taylor. I mean, we've had Andriette Earl. We've had some really wonderful book signings. We've gone to tapings of television shows together.
To the winery.
Wine
up-
tasting.
to the
Okay,
wine
so we're going to
tasting.
talk about the winery.
I was waiting for that to
the
In
limousines. The limousines.
Kim, I remember, I think you won that day. You bought the most wine.
I do like wine. I do like to
bought
collect it.
so much wine. You joined the wine club
I
that
did.
day. Yeah, yeah.
So.
So this is Sisters at the Well. 10 years. We need another toast.
Yes.
Here.
10-year
Yeah.
anniversary
Yeah.
of Sisters at the Well
Yes.
Incorporated. It is a nonprofit organization, and we do give back to organizations that are uplifting women. And so I just want our listening audience to know that. We're going to take now another little break, have some music, and then when I come back, I want to give you the telephone number for call-in. Is the number here, Van? Okay, so after the break, I'll give you a telephone number where you can call in.
I'll say it real fast right now.
Van is our engineer. He'll
It's
tell you.
323-473-3100.
Do that again.
Once again, that's 323-473-3100.
Great. So call in. We want to hear from you. And then we'll come back with some more conversation. Sisters at the Well Radio, a conversation with women about women.
I'll drink to that.
I'll drink to that.
Here again.
Bring the beat in. Honey, honey, I can see the stars all the way from here. Can't you see the glow on the window pane? I can feel the sun whenever you're near. Every time you touch me, I just melt away. Hi, this is Barbara Perkins, inviting you to join us every Sunday afternoon at 2:40 for Sisters at the Well Radio, a conversation with women about women. Join us as we share stories about current events, jazz events, business opportunities, health and wellness, entertainment, and so much more. So don't forget to tune in Sundays at 2:40, exclusively on latalklive.com. You can also catch us on iTunes Radio R&B, Live 365, Radio Flag, or watch and listen directly at latalklive.com. Reality radio handcrafted for your listening pleasure. This is LA Talk Live, and we are more than just talk.
Hi, I'm Ro Williams, and I would like to invite you to join GospelRhythms.com every Sunday at 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for our show, GospelRhythms.com Talk Live Radio. Join us as we celebrate Christians around the world in all genres of entertainment, as well as highlight interest stories on men and women who are making a difference and impacting their community. So don't forget to tune in to GospelRhythms.com Talk Live Radio, exclusively on LATalkLive.com. You can also catch us on iTunes under R&B or watch us live on Ustream TV. We are reality radio, handcrafted for your listening pleasure. This is GospelRhythms.com Talk Live Radio on LATalkLive.com. We're more than just talk. We're heaven's party here on earth. Bring the beat in.
So So here we are at LA Talk Live Studio in Los Angeles, California. I'm Barbara Perkins, and this is Sisters at the Well Radio, a conversation with women about women. And that was Beyonce, Love on Top, because my love is certainly on top. Thank you, ladies, for being here. So we've been talking all day about, the hour, about Sisters at the Well, the organization, and how it got started. But I want to now focus on one program. One program of Sisters at the Well is the We See You Awards. The We See You Awards is 8 years. This is our 8th year.
Yes.
I am so jazzed that we're honoring 5 incredible women this year, as we always do, and one amazing corporation that is our big supporter. And today in the studio, I have 3 of the women that we're honoring this year. And I'm start down on the end there with Monique Earl, who is a public administrator. And we are just so proud of you in Los Angeles.
Thank you so much.
You are a quiet storm. And we love you, and we just really salute you. I want you to talk a little bit about what you do and some of the things maybe that we don't know so big publicly about what you do. Pull your mic up for me and tell us a little bit about you.
Well, Sisters at the Well is honoring me for my role as Deputy Mayor of Budget and Financial Policy, which I'll concede is a big deal.
Yes.
The fact that an African-American woman rose to the ranks of Deputy Mayor in this city is a tremendous feat, but it could not have been done without support, and I'd have to say particularly support from Councilmember Bernard Parks.
Yes.
That's where I started, in the arena of budget and municipal finance. And everyone here knows if it's not funded, it doesn't exist. And learning of the intricacies of the city's budget from someone who is so astute and is so prudent as it relates to the city's finances has been such a gift. And so because of my work I did with Councilmember Parks, I was tapped to become the deputy mayor under Mayor Villaraigosa. And so I do thank him for putting me in that particular role, and for honoring women and seeing women in leadership and wanting to have them there. And so the city's budget is $7.4 billion.
Wow.
And 4.7 of which is the city's general fund. And we fund the city's services, from our street repair to our parks, to all of the programs within the city, public safety, everything, infrastructure, everything within the city, and prioritizing all of the competing interests in a down economy was no easy feat.
Wow. Wow. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. But as I was saying and talking to Kim earlier, I'm responsible for the public's purse, and I've been around enough black women to know when you hold somebody's purse, you better be responsible and you better be serious about that and about what you do with those funds. And so such an incredible journey. And so now I am the revenue manager for the city of Los Angeles, working in the Office of Finance. And so I handle all business tax collection within the city and delinquent taxes. So this is another realm.
Someone you want to know.
Right.
You do business with the city of LA.
Absolutely. And educating people. We're actually going through our amnesty period. So for those listening.
I think I read one of those letters.
That's right. But it's crucial. And it's crucial to understand and to have women, particularly African-American women in that field is important. So I'm just proud and excited to be where I am.
Well, we honor you and we see you.
Thank you.
Yes,
I see you and
amazing.
all of you.
That's amazing.
Thank you. And another honoree is Miss Angela Reddock. Yes. We are so proud of you. You know, I feel like you're my baby sister.
Oh.
I do.
I accept that role.
Yeah, we started some stuff together, and we spent a lot of time together 10 years ago, and so I really admire all the things you've done. So you're being honored this year for that. I mean, you're an accomplished attorney, so that in itself speaks about who you are.
Yes.
But there's this other side that is runs parallel to that, where I see you leading And so talk about some of your other work other than being an attorney.
Okay. Well, I want to kind of kick it back to Monique for a second because some might recall in 2005, I ran for LA City Council. And I have Monique to thank for that. I recall that one night she and I think they were all LawPi women, went out to dinner. And this was at the time when Mayor Hahn was running, and her former boss, Cindy Mizikowski, was terming out. And so it was an open seat in the district. And over martinis, and I should have thought about it at that time, Monique was like, you should run. You should run. Absolutely. And I was like, I should run. I should run. So I wasn't successful, but it definitely was a moment that changed my life and allowed me to kind of place a mark in the sand, so to speak, in terms of the dual life that I've led, both as a lawyer and as a public servant. So serving through city and state and county commissions, running for office. I was on the LA Community College Board for 2 years. And I thank you, Barbara, for the mentorship you gave me during that time. Barbara's been a big advocate of community colleges and knows firsthand now, like I do, how critical they are to our communities. And the thing that Barbara and I share, and which we'll always share, no one will be able to take that away from us, is the being a part of the founding of the Los Angeles African American Women's Public Policy Institute. Which we affectionately call LawPi. And LawPi was started I started 2002. The first class was 2004. In 2002, Barbara, myself, and Joy Atkinson, Gwen Moore, Celestine Palmer, and Melrita Evans Fortson sat around Barbara Perkins' dining room table, her where it sounds like a lot of things that happened at that dining room table, and planned the vision for LawPi, which is really to help empower African American women to become more engaged in the public policy sector. And so LawPi actually is now going into just graduated its 11th class. Was it the 10th class? It graduated the 10th class.
Graduated 10th, starting 11th.
Yeah. So we have all sorts of anniversaries, but just to see that it's come so far. And Barbara, I think most importantly, that although we were founding members, that we've been able to help transition it. And I think that is probably the thing I am most proud of, the fact that while we can still be proud parents, that we also, or while we are proud parents, that we can kind of let it go and see it blossom, but still be there for it. And I think that's just, as women leaders, always thinking about passing the torch and mentorship and making sure that the things that we help create and support can exist beyond us. And that's so I also think we share that in common. And I just appreciate you so much. I remember when we went to Washington, D.C., Emily Bliss event, and to learn all about how our friends do things. And you introduced me to the National Negro Women. I met Council of Negro Women. I met Miss Dorothy Height because of you, and I have a picture of her with her because of you. So thank you. So I just in sum, I enjoy leading the dual life. I've been on a little break this last year. I think sometimes we have to renew, and I've also learned that from you. You speak a lot about, taking time to refresh and renew, and so that's where I've been in the last year. But just been happy to be one of the foot soldiers here in LA. I can't take credit for any of the things I've been involved in. Just these ladies and you and so many others. Just we're on the forefront of really trying to make LA and our state and the nation a better place, and I love it.
Thank you. Well, we see you, Angela.
Thank you.
We see you.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And Miss Dwan, we are honoring you today. I'm honoring you just for helping out.
And we need friends like that.
Listen,
we really
for
do.
10 years strong. And before that, because, before there was Sisters at the Well, we were in the National Council of Negro Women. I was the founding president of the San Fernando Valley chapter.
Right.
And we grew and we became the fastest and largest chapter Dr. Height became my mentor for 16
And
years.
came out here.
Came out here. I was
To
looking
charter
at
the sec- to charter it.
1994. I was
Yes.
looking at the program last night.
Yes.
1994, Dorothy Height came from D.C., chartered our chapter,
Yes, she did.
and you chaired the Changing Faces ball.
Wow.
I have this Ziploc bag, okay,
Wow.
large Ziploc bag
right.
with all the programs that I've kept over years. And I was looking at that last night, and there was that white, you did it with foil. I remember we fought. We fought because Miss Dwan is grand. And she wanted to have just the right kind of red foil binding, and she wanted all of this wonderfulness, and it was so wonderful. It was a masquerade ball. It was so over the top. Dr. Height walked in the room, and she was like, what are we doing? But it stands as probably the largest, most fun, big
Right.
Hollywood production of all times. She was the chair.
That's all right.
So I'm honoring you just for really, truly being your sister's keeper. You have really, really supported me in every way I can talk about. From
You're going to make me tear
teach,
up here.
good, I did. So
Stop.
now it's your turn.
Stop.
Teaching me how to write a script, because I would write notes for everything, and she would teach me how to write the script.
Because it was her idea.
And I mean, just all of it. So I mean, I don't even know if I had to pick one thing.
Wow.
Let me think. It would be going to the Sears outlet and shopping every morning after we dropped our kids off to school.
I love it.
That would be it. That would be the morning.
Oh,
You
that's-
remember that?
Oh, I love. We were so angry when they closed it.
They
I
closed that
understand
Sears
it.
outlet, and we just had a fit.
In San
We went there.
Fernando.
We went to
would meet there in the
breakfast.
morning and go.
and
Yes,
go to the outlet
shopping.
because they put new stuff out every day.
And I'm the bargain queen.
Yeah.
I love. Oh, I love shopping like that.
Right.
So that's why I'm honoring you
Well,
for teaching me how to
thank
shop.
Well, you didn't need a lot of help, as you can see. But you know what? I'm tearing because I've been in the industry some 30 years. I will be, when you get your pension from the Screen Actors Guild, it validates the fact that you have been a member of the union for a certain number of years, for 20-some years. And so it validates the fact that you've had a career. My face may not be as big as Oprah's, or you might not know it instantly, but I have been consistent. And so to be able to have a career in this industry, to maintain a community life, to maintain family life, and to be involved in so many things is, I'm teared because I kept saying my goal on my vision board was to receive an Image Award. This year, when she called me and said she was honoring me this year, this was like, I don't care if nothing else comes. We see you means that my contemporaries, my dear, dear friends, who have seen all of it, you know, the undercover, the overcover, the all around and
That's
about,
Yeah.
have taken the
Yeah.
time to say that they care about me, and to be in the presence of such accomplished women means the world to me. My grandmother taught me years ago, you do not have the right to fail.
That's right.
And I'm from a family of educators and physicians. My grandfather's vision was to have his sons in practice with him in Kansas City, Missouri. So my dad, Dr. Frank Huff Jr., was a dentist. My uncle, Dr. Leroy Huff, who just passed last week, was a pediatrician. My grandfather was a general practitioner. So they founded the first black family-owned clinic in the state of Missouri, the Huff Clinic. And so I was taught at an early age, to whom much is given, much is expected.
Yeah.
And so to come out here and to go into a field where my parents had no pull, they didn't know anyone in show business. They thought I was crazy because they knew educators and they knew people in their fields, but they had no one for me to, touch bases with and anchor. So to be able to come out here and to have, in a sense, honed a career and to be a part of something that is creditable, is worthy, is honorable, is decent, and is loving and giving, I am just absolutely thrilled. And of course, when Sparkle happened and all these other,
Oh, yeah.
I can go back 25 years to shows that were on before you guys were born. So, and I'm happy to say I'll be celebrating my 70th birthday this January.
Oh,
Yay.
Congratulations.
So, yes, I'm open for a party. You can get me. You know the budget of LA, so okay. Find the seniors budget party. I
Well,
love you, Barbara. And thank you.
I love
Thank
you too. And
Thank
70 has never looked so
Oh,
good.
never.
Can you imagine?
That's amazing.
No facelift yet. That's what I want for my 70th birthday.
Oh, you don't need it.
Anybody know that? The quick lift people? Let's get a fund from them.
You don't need it.
But I'm excited, and I'm working on my one-woman show. It's about being a caregiver, which I am, I think, the proudest of.
Yeah.
Well, Dwan, we see you.
Thank you.
And I can't wait until we're all on stage. Ladies, we really, really honor you. I want you to meet the team of women who will be working on the We See You Awards. We're about 21 days out. Yes, 21 days out. And there is a team that is excited about it. I know that you're seeing the promos around because we are really doing a good job, I think, putting the information out.
Yes.
So we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, you'll meet the ladies who are working on the team, and then we'll do a little toast out and say to invite our guest, our listening audience, to join us on October 27th at the Skirball Cultural Center at 4 o'clock.
Yes.
All right, let's take a little break real quick, and then we'll be right back.
Nothing's perfect, but it's worth it after fighting through my tears. And finally you put me first. Baby, it's you. You're the one I love. You're the one I need. You're the only one I see. Come on, baby, it's you. You're the one that gives your all. You're the one I can always call when I need to make everything stop. Finally, you put my love on top. Oh, come on, baby. You put my love on top, 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 top. You put my love on top. Oh, come on, baby. You put my love on top, 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 top. My love on top, baby. I can hear the wind whipping past my face as we dance the night away. And boy, your lips taste like the night of champagne as I kiss you again and again and again and again. Now everybody asks me why I'm smiling out from ear to ear, but I know nothing's perfect, but it's worth it after fighting through my tears. And finally you put me first. Baby, it's you. You're the one I love. You're the one I need. You're the only one I see. Come on, baby, it's you. You're the one that gives your all. You're the one I can always call when I need to make everything stop. Finally, you put my love on top. Oh, baby, you put my love on top, 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 top.
I'm the crazy one in the booth.
So welcome back. What did you say, Linda? You're the crazy one?
In the butt.
We know that. We know that. We are back live from LA Talk Live Studios. This is Barbara Perkins, and you are listening and watching Sisters at the Well Radio, a conversation with women about women. And now we have a change of faces because this is the team that's putting on the We See You Awards. Sunday, October 27th at the beautiful Skirball Cultural Center.
Yes.
And we are inviting our listening audience to join us and come meet us and meet the wonderful women that you've just been introduced to earlier who are the honorees. We also have Barbara Sullivan, who wasn't here today, one of our
Yes.
honorees that's going to be at the We See You Awards. So,
And Miss Jackie Lacey.
and Jackie Lacey, our district attorney, we're honoring that day. So we want to shout out to them. They couldn't be in the studio today, but they are certainly one of the honorees. Let's do a toast to them. How about that?
Absolutely.
Toast to Barbara Sullivan and Jackie Lacey. We see you. So this is the team. I want to introduce Nielle, and I'm going to let the rest of you all introduce yourselves. Nielle is a mentee and a teacher.
Wow. I'll
Nielle
take the mentee.
really taught me and inspired me to do the radio show.
No way.
Yes way.
Yeah, when I was sitting over there looking, I'm like, I'm so proud of Miss Perkins.
Yes, I've been a guest so often on Nielle's show. She's a radio personality. She's a wonderful journalist. She is just a smart opinion leader who's conscious, young sister who's just doing the most in Los Angeles and also across the country.
I appreciate
I'm
that.
so proud of you.
Thank you.
But look at your student. Look at me, Nielle.
No, you're doing an excellent job. You have the personality, the swag.
Ah!
And I love your props. You have the whale in the back. I'm loving it.
All right. See, I
Love it.
learned.
And congratulations.
Thank you.
You deserve it. And women need this. We need to feel sisterhood. We need to be empowered in the spirit that you give it. Because a lot of people say it, but you actually have the spirit of giving. And so this is like a beautiful thing. Congratulations.
Thank you.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.
And Nielle,
Awesome.
at the We See You Awards, what are you going to do for us?
I am going to be the voice of the We See You Awards.
Yes.
I will be the voice.
Yeah, she'll say, welcome to, what are you going to say? Give us a little taste.
I don't know. I'm going to wait for the
You haven't seen the script yet.
And then I'll add my Nielle-isms to it.
I know, and she's going to be wonderful. You're actually sitting in Dwan's seat. Dwan was the voice for 7 years, so now
Okay.
you're the voice. I love that. I'm the voice. I love that.
Looking forward to it.
I'm loving having you there.
Thank you.
Thank you. It's going to be fun. And then right here to my right, come close to me. Come close and share the mic with me.
Want to come close?
Close.
Hello, hello.
This is Sabrina.
I can't hear myself. It's weird. Hello, I'm Sabrina.
You don't have to hear yourself.
You're right.
We
Barbara
hear
don't
you.
even have on her headset.
And we see you. We hear you and we see
Oh,
you. Is she
thank
beautiful?
you.
She
I
is.
get it from you, mommy
This is
number
my
2.
daughter.
I know.
Oh, your mom's watching?
Oh, probably not.
Oh.
They're not tech savvy.
She's
but
my
we're
daughter.
working on it.
She's my daughter. I borrowed her.
I know. Right?
So tell us
I know.
what you're
Shout
doing.
out to Cody. I'm doing so many things. That's why I don't have a mic and a headset running around getting everyone else ready. But I'm the administrative assistant for Sisters at the Well, aka IBWPPI / Sisters at the Well Radio. So
That's
I'm
Barbara
Barbara's
Perkins, everything.
I'm Barbara Perkins,
Everything.
everything right hand man. So everything she doesn't want to do, I do. It.
True. Very true.
Welcome to that
So I'm
seat.
also choreographing for the We See Awards show, the One Song, One Poem, One Dance.
Yes, the opening
One song,
number.
one word. How do you say it?
One song, one word, one dance.
Just like that.
Wow, I look forward to that, Sabrina.
And Sabrina went to high school with my son. That's how I
And
met
with
her.
me.
I know. And I just grabbed all the Hamilton High School talented young people, grabbed them, and she's one of them. She's an amazing dancer.
Let's work on getting some funds to the Music Academy. That is like non-existent anymore, which is like the only
Well,
reason
let's do
I
it.
am who I am today. So that's great.
Okay. And then Ebony?
Hello, I am Ebony Rice. I am the associate producer this year for the We See You Awards, and I'm so excited because this is actually my first year attending and helping out, and so I'm just so honored to be a part, and I'm just awestruck, and I'm going to stop talking now before I waste all of our time. So, yes, just thank you so much, Miss Barbara.
You're so welcome. Ebony is she's got a big old job in front of her, so lift her up.
Yes.
Those of you who like to pray for her. 'cause
By all means.
I've said to her, you got it. This is yours. So she's doing a good job, along with April Russell, who is our stage manager.
Yes, shout out to April.
April's not here today, but she is listening, I'm sure. So thanks, Ebony.
Of course.
And down on the end there, the two Lindas. Let's start with our first Linda.
Hi, I'm Linda Patterson. I'm an event designer with Dazzle and Design, and I'm truly honored to be joining this wonderful team this year. Sisters at the Well for the We See You Awards. And I will be providing all of the decor this year, and we hope to dazzle you just a little bit with some of our designs this year.
Oh, yeah. She's amazing. So it's going to be wonderful, beautiful, all of that. Thank you, Linda. We love having you. I've been trying
Thank
to work
you
with you
so
for the
much.
last 3 years. So
Years,
finally,
yes. Finally,
put the
I
love
know.
on top. Yeah, today.
Things happen in their time.
That's right.
That's
And I'm
true.
so happy to have you on board.
Thank you so much.
Thank
I'm
you.
very
You've been a
happy to be
great
here.
addition already. So thank you.
so much.
And then down there on the end, Miss Linda number 1.
Hey, darling, how are you?
How much champagne have you had, Linda?
This is it. I haven't
Okay.
had anything.
Just
I just
checking.
wanted to congratulate you on 10 years of
Yes.
sisterhood. You create some of the amazing events for sisters to really come together and network. I am a mentee of Mrs. Perkins. I sit at the feet every day, sometimes 2 or
All
3
day.
o'clock in the morning. And just plan and do the things that she does for so many different events. This is just one of many. But I am so glad to be a part. And I am this year the communications social media director for the event. We're going to be tweeting and Facebooking and Instagramming, all that. So you better come camera ready and be ready to know that you are going to be. Did he say a caller on it?
No, we have 2 minutes. But
Okay.
Good.
So be ready. I'm looking forward to showcasing you on social media.
Thank you. And let's invite the other ladies on to come stand with us. Get the other ladies from out. But this is, listen, Linda, with your tweeting and Facebooking, our page is being liked like it's crazy. I'm
Yes.
getting so many
Awesome.
emails, the work that you're putting into that on the social media side. Shout out to Melina Lawrence, who's on the team, and Gina Marshall. They got a whole little plan set up for Sunday, October 27th. At the Skirball Culture Center. You can go to, Linda, our website is
sistersatthewell.com. And we also have an Eventbrite invite that we can send you up as well. So please, if you'd like to just put your email out there on our Facebook page, Sisters at the Well Radio or Sisters at the Well, we'll be glad to send you that PayPal link so you can get your tickets.
Okay. Thank you. So we're going to have the ladies come back up and stand with us. We're going to pour a little more champagne and do a toast so we can sign off together. I also want to give a shout out to Pam Brightmoon, who's not on camera with Grace Productions. She is in the studio, but she's behind the camera today. But Pam makes us look really good on video. And when you come to the event Sunday, you will see some of her work. So do we all have a glass? And Van, our engineer, who just really, you know what, he's in heaven in here with all these women. You know, don't feel sorry for Van. He is not working hard. He is just having a ball. So cheers. Sisters at the Well
10 years.
Radio, 10 years.
Yes.
Yay, salute. Pam, to the glass. Shout out. And we should say to Van's partner, studio manager, Richard. Richard, we're so happy that you're not here. We're drinking your champagne that we brought today. We told you we would be here at 2 o'clock, 2:40. You're not here, so I'm so sorry. We're not leaving it. We're drinking it. Signing off with Beyonce, Love on Top. This has been Sisters at the Well Radio, a conversation with women, about women. And once again, honorees sponsor the gas company. We see you.
Yes.
Yay.
And it's thank you to Linda Stokes for keeping me gated.
And bye, everyone. We'll see you.
Bye.